Hello, everyone. Well, it is Thursday evening. It's about 11:30 at night. It's April the 6th, 2017. Just give you a quick report. I guess if most of you have heard by now, uh, President Trump has ordered Tomahawk missile strike, 60 Tomahawk missiles on an airfield in southwestern Syria. Apparently, Donald Trump was provided with information which shows the radar track of the aircraft which left the runway. They have the heat signature of the bombs being dropped on the target, and I guess this information was good enough for Trump to believe that this was a legitimate attack by Assad, and the munitions containing the sarin gas chemicals. So there's been a lot of reporting today. It's been all over the place and a lot of speculation on what's what. But at this point, it appears that President Trump has ordered this attack on the airbase to destroy this airfield. There may be follow-up attacks. We don't know at this point. They're not really saying anything other than what has taken place with this particular airstrike here. Again, a lot of people like myself are looking at this situation and we're just trying to figure out what in the world Assad must be thinking. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever that he would carry out a gas attack on civilians which had no military benefit whatsoever, just killed some people and didn't really accomplish anything except for getting the guns turned on him. With the upper hand that he's got on the situation now, with the fact that he was going to be having peace talks next week and they were moving forward and it looks like everything is under control, Trump had given him the benefit of the doubt. Why he would do something like this, I don't know. And again, I'm like a lot of other people. I'm very skeptical of anything like this. The common sense rationale tells you that this, you want to think, well, this is a false flag. It's certainly my first impression. Is why would Assad do something like this? It absolutely makes no sense whatsoever. I can't imagine that the Russians would approve it or advise him to do it. Like a lot of people, I'm scratching my head. As far as whether or not Trump was given fake radar data or given fake information by the deep state to fool him or what have you is hard to say. But if you're the President of the United States and the military comes to you and they say, here it is, and they show you the radar data, they show you the footage from the aerial drones, from the satellite, you track the plane, you see the heat signature, you see the heat signature of the munitions going off. If you're the President of the United States, I mean, what do you do? As you know, I don't favor any type of intervention in Syria. Don't want anything to do with it. I don't think anything can be gained from it. And it just doesn't make any sense right now. And I think a lot of people are trying to figure this out, and I certainly don't have the answers. I don't know that anybody does. Donald Trump knows more than any of us know right now. I certainly don't think he's a warmonger. I do believe that he was sincere when he said he didn't want to take any type of action in Syria other than to get rid of the terrorists and to work with the Russians. I sincerely believe that that's the truth. I don't think he's lying to us. I don't think he's a closet neocon or any of that kind of thing at all. I don't know if this had anything to do with Bannon being moved out. None of us know that. We all like to speculate, but I think Trump's a good man, and I don't think that he's looking for a fight or a new war in Syria. In fact, I think it's the last thing that he wants. But if you're the President of the United States and you receive this intel and you look at it and it looks legitimate, and if you don't do something, the political costs are very, very high. I don't know that this is a situation where Donald Trump can win. If he gets this solid intel and he sees this intel and he doesn't do something, he gets hammered. If he does attack the airfield or something like that to send a message, he does get attacked. So I just don't know. But there was also some report that they had contacted someone in the Assad regime and asked Assad to step aside. and they wouldn't hit him with the airstrikes. Obviously, I don't know if that's true or not, but I saw that reported. I can't remember which channel it was, but it was someone reporting. And you'll get a lot of this type of reporting in a situation like this. You don't know what to believe. But I do know that the Russians were contacted. I know it wasn't Putin directly, because the Russian and the U.S. military coordinate airstrikes in Iraq and Syria so that they don't get in each other's way. I do know that the Russians were contacted and told, hey, we're going to hit. I don't know if they told them exactly what target they were going to hit. They probably did, because there was probably Russians there. And my guess is that they told them, hey, we're going to hit this target. So I know the Russian response is that they're not very happy about it. They don't believe that Assad's behind it. My common sense in my head tells me that the Syrian government wouldn't have done this, but I've not seen the intelligence, and neither have you. None of us have seen the intelligence. Donald Trump's seen the intelligence. The people around him and his military command have seen the intelligence. Maybe Assad is nuttier than I thought he was. I've never thought he was a great guy, but I never thought he was stupid. And if, in fact, he did this, he is certainly stupid. And I would expect that he would lose the support of the Russians. The Russians were saying at the Security Council that they didn't believe he was behind it. So I imagine as the days move on, we'll get more information. And I imagine if something does come out, if Trump was to learn that there was some shady business going on here, and that some of the information he was given was faulty or conjured up or something like that, I'm sure he would be firing quite a few people in that chain of command. I can't imagine the DOD or the intelligence agencies flat out giving him, juiced information that's not true just to do this. I mean, it just doesn't. None of this is making very much sense, is it? But that is the status right now. 60 Patriot missiles hitting an airstrip in southwestern Syria in retaliation for the chemical attack. I think we'll learn a lot more in the days to come. I think there's a lot more going on than meets the eye here. I can't explain why Assad would do something like that. But then again, I don't know Mr. Assad, and neither do you. And so I think we have to give Trump the benefit of the doubt. I think he made the best call he could make. And before we climb all up his ass and stretch out, I think we need to all calm down, sit back and allow this to play itself out, and support Trump as best we can, even though it's hard for me and a lot of you right now to accept this. We don't like it, but we just don't have the information he has. We really don't know what's going on. I don't think that this is, and I hope this is not the first step into a larger war into Syria. I don't think Trump wants that. Maybe this will send a message. Maybe this will get somebody's attention. We'll have to see what happens, and we'll just go from there. Y'all have a good night. Bye.